Hey, welcome back to Blooming Horizons. I'm here with Lilla-Marie.
Hello.
Christina.
Hey guys.
And I'm Neadra. It's good to see you. We have some chit chat. And Lilla-Marie, you had it, right? What are we going to chat about?
Okay, so have you ever read someone's diary?
Scandalous.
And or whose diary would you want to read?
I've never read anyone's diary that I can think of. And to be honest, I can't think of anybody's diary I'd want to read because, like, I think I would want to talk to that person about whatever I had read. So I couldn't, like, I feel like reading someone's diary is something you do on the down low, and it feels kind of sneaky. So I think it would be hard for me to be like,
Yeah.
I'd just be like, hey, so tell me about a time. Like, if you ever felt like I would just be constantly like dropping leading questions.
I would
to be
find
like,
out.
Like, I just need to know, why did you think that? Like, why? So, yeah, I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Who I would love to, like, know their innermost thoughts.
Yeah.
That's a scary,
I don't know.
It is.
That's a scary place to go.
Yeah, it
is.
I mean, I haven't read anyone's diary intentionally. I've had some kind of like deep clean room situations where, you know, you were purging and having to look, should I keep this? Is it an empty notebook? Is it, or what's it being used for? And I've seen some things and, you know, I look at it long enough to see what it is and then I close it and put it away.
Yeah.
But I have had my diary read when I was in high school. It was very, I don't know, uncomfortable. It is this feeling of just having all, you know, all your innards laid bare. So, I mean, I don't recommend reading someone's diary intentionally. But, you know, I know that some parents feel like, well, if my kid's not talking to me and I need to find out, I'm going to do what I have to do. I don't know. That kind of crosses a line for me.
Would you read your child's diary?
No, because I know how it feels, but also for my kid and probably almost anyone else, there are things that I just don't want to know about them, like the things that are in their head that needs to stay between them and the paper. Is what I'm saying.
That's, and especially as they get older. And a diary, the nice thing about a diary is it's what you're feeling in that moment.
Yes.
Right. So, like, you could be just saying all the things.
Craziness.
It's
fine, whatever. But
and then you turn the page and you're like, whew, got that off my chest.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I think to go back and read something with no context, unless they date and time stamped it, right?
and like revisited, like, I'm resolved now.
Oh, I feel so much better. And that's generally not how journaling goes. But I mean, I will get in people's emails and text messages.
I mean, okay,
Would you read the text messages? Isn't that kind of like a diary or not at all?
I mean, I think it is, and
Yeah.
I mean, maybe shame on me, but I don't want to know. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I wouldn't look in someone's drawers or anything like personal belongings because I may find out just too much,
Just a little more than you want to know.
Then you can't erase it from your mind.
We had some friends at church, and they were best friends, and they were a couple of generations older than me at the time, and they have a pact. They have one of those, like, if I die, you have to go to my house first.
And get this
And
box.
get whatever. I didn't ask questions, but they were like, you know what you have to. They have pre-established, and
The
then she's
box.
like, and then do make sure that my hair looks good. Do not have them looking crazy up in this casket with my makeup looking. And she's like, I got you. I know what you want. You know what I want. So
I like it.
You know what I mean?
That's nice.
Because you don't want your kids going through your personal things any more than they want us going through theirs.
Yeah, they don't want to know either.
Yeah, like nobody wants to know all that. Like,
I am looking. I'm sorry. I'm looking.
Well, wait, you're the same
where?
person that.
Where are
know,
you looking?
down
All
the
the
street.
places? Like journal,
No.
text, emails.
I'm looking.
You are?
I'm looking.
Okay.
I'm looking.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm
you will.
sorry.
That's fine.
And then you're right. No, I guess to put it into context, what I mean is, like, if I am seeing my teen and they have erratic behavior,
Right.
I'm worried about their safety.
yeah, that's a different.
And I can't get them to, like, answer my questions. If they're just being a teenager,
I think
looking around.
also your oldest is how old?
Yeah.
How old is your oldest?
She's under 10.
Okay, and our oldest are almost legal.
Yes,
they're
and-
almost legal, and then the ones behind them are driving.
Yeah.
So they
have stuff
are
to
at
say.
a stage that they have
Wait a
things to
minute.
say, and they're doing things that we
Don't wanna know.
absolutely do not want to
Do
have
not inform
any
me.
knowledge of it. Yeah. Mm-mm. We just pretend like
so
it's
what
fine.
she's trying to say is, girl, sit down, sit down.
You look for the next 5 years. You just keep looking. I searched a room when something had come amiss.
Yeah,
and you
that's true.
best know I was in there pulling stuff out from under the beds, opening shoe boxes. You had lost, right?
Yeah.
Your access to privacy at that point, because like
There is a line.
There was a line
some
that had
things,
crossed,
yeah.
and we needed to just
Yeah.
make sure. And I had been in the cell phone, and I had been all the things, but
So for me, a diary that I would read, not to be political at all. Like, this is not political at all. But like, I want to read Hillary Clinton's diary
that's a good one.
right after the Bill Clinton stuff went down. And with him and the chick and the cigar, all that. I want to know what her thoughts were, because I would have thoughts. And I want to know, because obviously she stayed with him, right? So I want to know what happened there. Like, I want to understand what happened. When that happened, I was super young. And in those moments, I remember going, I would never stay with him. Absolutely not. But then when you're married and you're living the life and all the things, while I don't know if I could still do that, there is pause there. Before, it would have been like, never, blah, blah. But then when you are living a life where you are married, you have kids and all of those things, now I look at her different than I did then, right?
And see, I want to read her diary the 6 months after the presidential election, when she won the president vote, or the popular vote, but didn't win the seat. Because I just feel like after that, she just allowed herself a level of sophisticated petty that was just beautiful. There are just beautiful moments. And people would kind of just try to ask her, like, well, how do you feel like it's going? And I felt like the generalness, the words unspoken were like, this is the bed we're laying in now. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry. And she was just like peacefully petty about it. Like, I don't know. I love it. Be like,
I think she's an interesting gal. You know what I mean? Like, just the story.
Yeah.
I'm neutral about her. But like, just having all of your life on in the limelight,
Anybody.
and then to do something while being scared, right? Running for president. I'm sure that was a hard, she's interesting to me.
Yeah, she's definitely a force. I mean,
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
She's interesting. Well, now I'm like, now I've had some time to think. I'm like, ooh, I would love meet like an ancestor. My family comes from like slave trading, right? So like, I want to meet someone in that area. I want to know, what was that like? What was life like? And kind of hear their stories, and what does a day look like for you? That just sounds so interesting to me.
Yeah.
What about you? What's a diary you would want to read?
I mean, aside from not wanting to know all the detailed nitty gritties of personal things, like a memoir, maybe. I'm currently geeking out on Trevor Noah, Born a Crime. Thank you for introducing me to that. It's fantastic.
Such a good book.
And like, even in the Trevor Noah book, he's known as a comic, but also, I would say, a thinker and communicator now. He's so well read.
Definitely.
But he shares in his autobiography how he was a very naughty child, like
terrible.
just bad. Like, you would not want it in your class, not on your block, not in your house. Now, mind you, I do have secret brain crush on him. I think he's so smart. Hi, but just imagine if you Trevor Noah from childhood to who he is now, right? And think about like a Pope or Dalai Lama. Them, what if they were, a riotous kid, naughty, or all those things, and then now, how do you explain that, or how do you process that? They naughty, they know the thoughts they had when they were a kid, and now they're in this place of divinity. What's that like?
Well, when we were teaching school, I just thought it was so funny that kids, they want to be in whatever that is to them. They want to be in. They want to be with. They don't even necessarily have to be the front.
Yeah.
They just want to be in, because to be out can be just detrimental, right? And so it's so funny to me, because I see those kids that choose to be out, meaning like out of the realm of cool. Like, they're the kid that's going to question in class, well, but why why do we have to do it that way? They tend to be gifted. They tend to be that kid that pushes the envelope. But those are the kids that create Facebook.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Well, I was having that thought. I was like, well, Trevor Noah nowadays would have just been in the GT program.
Yeah.
So I just think about to be out later in life is to be in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So whenever I see a kid who is out, not cool, I'm like, yes, what are you going to be?
What are you going to be?
Ooh. It's gonna
Yes.
Everyone's origin story. The thing that is like driving you crazy when I taught school and even at my own house, and
Yes.
I always try to like flip it, like, oh, like then they won't stop talking. I'm like, oh, sports preacher.
She makes me
evangelist,
crazy. Listen,
something
when my
like-
kid is getting on my nerves, she's like, but then she does like her like encouraging voice. She's like, but listen, the leadership that I see in them.
The fact they
I'm
won't
like,
take no for an answer and question everything. CEO material. The Jets picking up the aunties to the private island. We got to encourage these.
encourage it, I guess.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Blooming horizon, we're here to show